Hello, let's learn how to cover a shoulder pad. So most times when you want to make garments that have shoulder pads like high shoulders, you would have to use shoulder pads. So this is an example of a shoulder pad. You have them coming in different forms. There's one that is foam, then you have another one coming in this form, then there are different forms really. But when they come plainly like this, when you want to do a professional job, you probably want to use the same fabric as the fabric you are using to sew the cloth to also cover up the shoulder pad. So it's not like after you make your dress, then your shoulder pad is now different color on the inside, except of course you are doing an inseam finish. So what you do is, first I'm doubling my shoulder pad because I want it a bit higher than this. So what I'm going to do is to put them together like this and cover it up. Okay, put a fabric over it. So I want to be sure that this place is at the edge. You just use your finger to feel that part to be sure it's at the edge. If it's not, drag the fabric. Okay, and then once you are sure, you can just pin it down. So you can pin down the edges. And then this method you can also use to trim your shoulder pads. I'm going to show you the method. Most times, for example, this shoulder pad I have here is quite bigger than what I want to use it for. So I'm not just going to take scissors and then trim off. No. Okay, there's a way to it. So now I see that I have excess fabric around there. I'll just drag it in. Drag the one under as well. Because the goal is I want my shoulder pad looking like my fabric. Okay, so by the time I do this magic that I'm about to do, and then tack it on the dress I want to put it on, it looks like, oh, the shoulder pad was together. You would know it's separate and I made it myself. Homemade shoulder pad, if we're allowed to call it that. So I'm cutting out the excess fabric. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this to my weaving machine and weave off these parts. Okay, and then if it's too big, I'll test on my dress. If it's too big for that shoulder area, I trim it again with the weaving machine. So let's go to the weaving machine. So we just have this. We take what we have and then I begin. So you can remove the pins as you're going. You want to be careful. Don't weave if you're not sure of how it is. You can be opening up. I'm just going to weave it little by little, and because it's a bit thick, you want to be very careful. So while sewing, you still want to be pushing off any excess fabric you have. Alright, so here is our homemade shoulder pad. So it might be a bit hard. You have to work it on your weaving machine carefully. Don't rush because you are sewing something very thick. Okay, so be careful. One of my needle just broke. I had to change the needle. So but this is it. And then I use the same fabric I'm using for my dress. So I'm just going to attach it. This is how you make your homemade. and it looks so professional. All right, see you in the next video. Bye bye.